So, good morning, students. So now we are going to discuss another topic: principles of natural justice. Before we discuss, first of all, we have to know introduction and about the natural justice suggest. The principle of natural justice is derived from the word "just natural" of the Roman law, and it is closely related to the common law and moral principles, but it is not codified. It means this the principle concept of natural justice is derived from the just natural, the Roman law. Normally, so many things we have discussed from the Latin, but there are some examples of the Roman law also just natural, and it is closely related to the common law and moral principle, but it is not. Yes, the rules of natural justice is not codified in the direct manner. It is applied in the judicial system in a silent manner. It is not in the formal application of this law, but yes, it is applied. That's why we are discussing this. It is a law of nature which is not derived from any statute or constitution. It means the rules of natural justice is not a law of nature which is derived from the constitution or from the any statute or the parliament has legislated this. The principle of natural justice is adhered to by all the citizens of civilized state with the supreme importance, though it is not a codified, though it is not it has not any statutory authority, it is not approved by the constitution, but still the principles of natural justice is adhered by all the citizens of a civilized state with the supreme importance. We have to follow the natural justice. Natural justice simply means to make a sensible and reasonable decision making procedure on a particular issue. It means what this it says that natural justice simply means to make a sensible and reasonable decision when in the any matter, any things comes, any issue comes before the judiciary. It is the role of the judiciary to interpret the law in such a manner that apply all the sensible and reasonable, apply their natural justice theory also, and then interpret law in a sensible and reasonable manner, and also all the rules of law which are required for that particular matter, that has to be followed. In a broader way, basically natural justice consists three rules, three things under this natural justice. The first one is hearing rule, which states that the person or a party who is affected by the decision made by panel or experts members should be given a fair opportunity to express his point of view, to defend himself. If some action taken against some person, then the person must give and time and opportunity to represent his view and to defend himself. The second rule, bias rule, generally express that the panel of experts should be biased free, and while taking the decision should be given in a free and fair manner which can fulfill the rule of the natural justice. Bias, the panel, the person who is deciding anyone's position, then they must be they don't apply by, they are not under the mind of bias, and they are free of mind, and they have to apply a fair rule, and then the natural justice apply. And the thirdly, regional decision, on the ground on which the why that particular decision has been taken, that has to be definitely mentioned by the deciding authority, which states that order of decision or judgment of the court given by the preceding citing authorities with a valid and reasonable ground. As because we are discussing these things under the administrative law, so since that's why these things are not here. We are talking about the High Court and the Supreme Court. Here, we are talking about the presiding officer, like the administrative authority. If any administrative authority does any action against any, then these things should be applied. And these are the things. These are the natural justice three rules also applied by the judiciary when any matter or dispute comes before the court. That's why it is called that the judges are bound to write the region of the decision. That is ratio decidendi in obiter dicta. Now, from where it is where it get its origin, the principle of natural justice is a very old concept, and it originated in early age. The people of Greek and Roman were also familiar with this concept. In the days of Kautilya, Arthashastra, and Adam were acknowledged of the concept of natural justice. According to the Bible, in the case of Eve and Adam, when they ate the fruit of knowledge, they were forbidden by the God. Before giving the sentence, Eve was even given a fair chance to defend himself, and the same process was followed in the case of Adam too. Later on, the concept of natural justice was accepted by the English jurist. The word natural justice is derived from the Roman word just natural and lex naturale, which plant the principles of natural justice, natural law, and equity. And this is the in the old time it is also, and the, even we discussed the even Adam's era also, and then the English law has accepted this theory, and then the further all other democratic states and all other civilized country has accepted this natural law concept. Now, later on, the concept of natural justice is accepted by the English jurist. The word natural justice derived from this word, and natural justice is a sense of what is wrong and what is right. It means natural justice is a sense of what is wrong and what is right. In India, this concept was introduced at an early time in the case of Mohinder Singh Gill versus Chief Election Commission. The court held that the concept of fairness should be in every action, whether it's a judicial, whether it's a quasi-judicial, or whether administrative or quasi-administrative work. It means in India, we have also accepted this theory, and this is the first case in which the court has particularly mentioned that these natural justice principles should be followed in any manner, either the matter is judicial, either quasi-judicial, or either administrative or quasi-administrative work. Every theory, every concept has a certain purpose. What is the purpose of this? When there is a law, when there is everything in codified manner, statutory, when the parliament, when the judiciary is here, then why this rule has to be required for the for our society or any other civilized society? The purpose of this principle is to provide equal opportunity of being heard, concept of fairness, to fulfill the gaps and loopholes of the law, to protect. As we know, no law can be perfect for any society. Not only law, nothing is perfect for any society, because everything is good and perfect for one day, but on the another day you will get something new, and you will get some new challenge, that something new a law required, something new things is required. So there is a loophole and gaps always possible in the law, and itself all other things also. To protect the fundamental rights, basic feature of the constitution, no miscarriage of justice. For this particular, these are the purposes, and for this natural justice, a Minister of Power committee is organized, and that committee is given three essential points of natural justice. No one should be a judge in his own matter. No one can be condemned unheard. The party is entitled to know each and every reason and the decision taken by the authority. This committee has decided three basic natural things: that no one should be judged in his own matter, no one can be condemned unheard, the party is entitled to know each and every reason and the decision taken by the authority. These are the purpose, and this is the in India it was the mentioned in the Minister of Power earlier to discuss the case, Mohinder Singh case, in which the court has ordered, and then this committee. Now, when we can claim this rule, this natural justice principle, natural justice can be claimed when acting judicially or quasi-judicially like panchayat, tribunal, etc., as well as whatever the if the matter is going on in the judicial in the court, or either quasi-judicial like any administrative authority is doing something, or either tribunal. It includes the concept of fairness, basic moral principle, and various different kinds of biases, and why the natural justice is required, and what all special cases or situations includes where the principle of natural justice will not be applicable. In the case of Province of Bombay versus Khushal Das Advani, it was stated that the natural justice will be applicable on the statutory, as it is the basic principle of natural justice which leads the fairness to the justice. In this particular case, also court mentioned that the natural justice should be applied in even in the statutory law also. Effects of function, where these are the applied: administrative action, civil consequences, the doctrine of legislative exception, fairness in action, and disciplinary proceeding. If someone did deny any apply of this natural justice principle, then these are the consequences happen. Administrative action will be taken against that person. Civil consequences, it means the maybe the court the through the law, and the person will be charged for the this. And legitimate exception, there are some exceptions to fairness in action, and disciplinary proceeding also can be start against that person. In the case of Board of High School versus Ghanshyam, a student was caught while cheating in the examination hall, and he was debarred due to the act. The Supreme Court held that the student cannot file a public interest litigation against the examination. When the person himself is doing something wrong, then he cannot ask for the fairness or the natural justice. In high water mark case, Evolution Equipment and Company Limited versus State of West Bengal. Under this case, all the executive engineers are blacklisted. Supreme Court held that without giving a valid and reasonable ground, you cannot blacklist anyone. You cannot blacklist anyone. This is the basic thing. Yes, you have a power. The person, if empowered, he can do anything, but it doesn't mean that you can do arbitrarily. There are the natural justice principle that you have to be applied, and everyone should be applied for this. This is all about the rules of natural justice. In the next class, we will discuss the basic three rules in the detailed manner. Until then, be safe, stay home. Thanks.